A warm good morning to everybody out there, and good morning to everybody in the studio. Philip, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Kafo, good morning.
Good morning.
What's making you angry this morning?
I'm not angry. You only think I am.
You know, the way you answered me, good morning.
Yeah, that's what you only think I am.
All right. There are times for politicking, and there are also times for national building. Now, in national building, you don't look at who politics with you, but who is fit for the position. Yeah. Obina Ihedioha, the younger brother of Emeka Ihedioha, has been appointed into the Nigerian Revenue Service as an executive director. Now, there are a lot of fireworks in the air. Said, no, he's not an APC member. He has worked closely. He's a brother to the former PDP governor of Imo State, that's Emeka Ihedioha. He's an ally of what's his name now? Peter Obi.
They said he's obedient.
There is an obedient.
Yes.
Now, that is not supposed to be there. What comes first, Nigeria or politics? Philip, these days, I'd like to start from you.
Thank you very much. You know, when people play politics with everything, you won't be surprised, especially when you come to the eastern part of Nigeria. They believe in brother eating brother's bone to survive. Because what is wrong if a fellow Southeasterner is being appointed into such enviable position? It's the same people who are complaining of being marginalized. And now you are being given opportunity. You are trying to say that because it is not you that have it, nobody should have it. What are they saying, that this man was obedient and is a younger brother of Ihedioha? It is here in this country, the son of Atiku Abubakar, is a presidential candidate and also an aspirant to contest for 2027, had not only defected to the APC from his party, is championing the campaign for Tinubu re-election in 2027. Is he not a son of an opponent? So if Emeka Ihedioha brother had decided to, also, defect or to work with Asiwaju to ensure that Nigeria become a better place, what is wrong with that? We don't even know. You see, when these people come up with this kind of story, you need to verify this story. Is it because they are just trying to witch hunt the man for his appointment, or they are really sincere that this man work with obedience? Do they have proof? And even if he work with obedience, the question is that does he have the credential to serve in that capacity? If he has those credentials, we are not in an electoral process. We are in a governance period. They should allow Tinubu to choose the right person for the right position.
Okay, Okafo, what we look at, is it competence or nepotistic behaviors or party in ruling Nigeria?
The truth is that humans most of the times will want to function in a monotonous way. But the truth is that in everything, there is not absolute limit. It's all about balance. We look for participation, we also look for competence. You can't take it away that if in the Southeast, there is another APC supporter that is as much qualified as Obina Ihedioha, it will look injurious for that very qualified person to be left out, and you are picking in what they call a non-opposition supporter to drive the mandate we campaign against them with, which they thought was not good enough. Because when you look at political leadership, you went to the people with a mandate, you went to the people with a manifesto telling them what you want to do, and somebody was standing on the other side, for example, also telling the people that what you are telling them you want to do is not good enough, and now you want the person, you have a qualified person. Mind you, you have a qualified person, and now you are going to take the other person who was telling the people that what you were telling them was not good enough to drive your own objective, to drive your own Nigeria Revenue Service, which they said that tax law itself didn't need to come. Mind the opposition didn't support tax law, absolutely. So there is a credibility to what they are saying. If this person, Obina Ihedioha, is a non-opposition person, and the APC people have a qualified person that can assume mandates. Mind you, you saw Ibokwe lashing out, or people lashing out for him when Omokri who was campaigning against Asiwaju, was made ambassador. It is normal, because what it is that Mokri can do that Ibokwe can't do, for example. What is that Mokri can do that many APC supporters who worked at grassroots level for Asiwaju to ensure that he emerged cannot do? What is this? An Obi qualification to be executive director in Nigeria Revenue Service that other APC members from the same Southeast do not have. So when we talk about this diversity, inclusion, and participation, people don't get it. It's not a sacrifice of competence. It is about representation of competence. If you are qualified and I am qualified, why choose you instead of choose me, who believes in this vision from ab initio? So that is what they're asking for again now. But if for any reason, in the spirit of building national leadership, you also want a balance of opposition voice in the kind of plan you are doing, why do you have an internal auditor? It's a staff of an organization, but they come and query you. How did this happen? How did this happen? You want somebody that sees from the other part of the angle. You can get opposition. So it's all about balance.
Okay, so let me take it a little bit further. We have someone like Bosu, the minister, is staunch critic of Asiwaju, being brought in as minister from the Yoruba extract. We have Buala, someone that stood against and called Asiwaju names, being the spokesman of Asiwaju today. Now, what I think the president looks at, and what I think, I'm not saying that I know, is competence against whether the man is against you.
No, that's what we're saying. We're saying,
what if
you didn't get
open I heard your hand,
yes,
was a competent person.
We are saying we are saying the same thing. He's not the only competent person.
No, we don't know.
That's also, we're also saying the same thing. We are saying the same thing. That's why I said, if competence will not be sacrificed, participation is very necessary. That is your democracy. That's representation. You understand? You do not have people from Kano State being House of Rep members for Edo State, all of them, because you want a representation of somebody from that constituency. Democracy itself is about representation, provided, provided you are not sacrificing competence.
Okay, Philip, we also know what goes on outside of the country, beyond here. A lot of Trump aides are not people in any political party. Some also people that even spoke against him. But looking at competence and who fits into the whole, they've been given appointment. Don't you think it should operate like that as well?
That is how it should be. When he said governance is different from politicking, that's what the purport of that statement. That look, after elections, the nation belongs to the government.
Everybody. Yes.
So therefore, the government power or the head of the government should go outside his party and look for competent hand to man the relevant position to ensure that there's good governance for the country. In this case of Obina and the header and the others who are complaining, this is a country will be crying that this government is a nepotist government and we are asking for inclusivity, and the government had gone out of its way to go and bring somebody from the east who is not known to be member of his political party but is capable to do the job. And you are saying here that look, yes, there are capable hands in everywhere within the party. Why do you have to go and bring somebody else from the from another party who work against you? Yes, the cry is legitimate. I agree with them in total. But we are talking of how we can move this country forward and how we can ensure peace. Like you rightly pointed out, if the appointment of Obina Iheda will help to stabilize the Nigerian Revenue Service, coupled with the fact that the tax reform had not been accepted by all, the appointment of Obina, if it will help to project the acceptance of the National Service, Nigerian Service, Revenue Service, then it's the right step in the right direction, because what the man is trying to do, we know that the government is still struggling for acceptance, legitimacy, and all of that. So the appointment of Obina could be, you see, you have done your bit of bringing the man to power. The man need to stabilize. The man need to be accepted by all, and this is taking this step to ensure that these steps are taken so that the government that you help to install is legitimized and accepted.
All right, if we look at the structure of what we have, what comes first? That's one of the questions you didn't answer. Party or the country?
Of course, country. Country have always come first.
So based on Obina being a Nigerian,
yeah.
capable in doing what he's doing.
People are not against appointment of Obina. People, what they are crying out for is that this is a non-opposition figure. The function he's going to do is not a function that we can't do. This is easy when you are not at the receiving end. Okay, let me tell you. They told us the reason they bring when they were flying Muslim tickets, that's all about competence. You want to tell me that the Christians in the north are not as competent at Shetima?
They didn't say
I'm coming. That's what
the other tone that was.
That's what they were saying. I'm coming. But I'm coming. I'm coming. They will tell you provided is competence. Now they put that aside. They said numbers of votes. Let me tell you, did Shetima really bring the outstanding votes to Tinubu's ticket? We saw a glitch. We saw an announcement after a glitch. Did Shetima really bring down numbers?
The one bonus.
You see, let me tell you, this kind of, it is only one man that is qualified to do a certain function does not exist anywhere in the world. If you are a nuclear physicist, there is nothing less than other 100 or 1,000 nuclear physicists. If you are a pilot, there are other 1,000 pilots. Yeah, you can have the best pilot and all that. And let me tell you, when you can't rule a nation from your personal stimuli, there is a vision. The vision is APC's vision. You have to bring somebody that is entrenched and understand that vision to drive that vision.
But that's what I asked.
I'm coming.
No, that's what I asked.
Yes.
I said Bosun.
Yes.
Was a member of APC. Boala was a member of APC.
Yeah.
But they are driving APC.
Okay, now let me talk to you. If tomorrow Peter Obi wins, this Reno Mokri will find his way to Peter Obi. Let me tell you, see, that is why we should, let's get it. You don't build a nation without vision. You don't build a nation without vision. You don't disconnect performance from vision. You think it, and that is why we don't have continuity. That is why we don't have stability. Let me tell you, if a Democrat wins election in United States of America, you almost know the direction all their activities are going to go. That is vision. If a Republican wins, you almost know the direction all their activities are going to move. Without vision, you are going to have impromptu of individualism. And when you begin to, you think it's competence. It is lack of stability.
When is bipartisan, what do you do?
You see,
because there are a lot of things.
But I started from there. I said certain times you need to balance up. All is about balance. And where you cannot find an internal competence, what do? You get outside and get the competence.
So Philip, it's also very possible that because the party, number one, the administration must have done their due diligence, right, before choosing. They must have known, number one, that he works with Obi. Number two, that is a brother to Emeka Ihediola, former PDP governor in Imo State, and now he's in the ADC. They know a lot of things because he must have gone through DSS and so many things, looked at his record. Do you think that they chose competence above a party?
Well, you see, there's competency in everywhere. Like I said before, this government is trying to, sell itself to the people. It's all about acceptability. Don't forget this tax reform law is a topic of controversy. There's one version that says that the tax law, the bill that was passed by the House was not the one that was signed, that the bill was uttered and all of that. So the government is looking for a way of these tax revenue services and the tax law to be accepted by all Nigerians. And one of such way, of course, is luring people into their side. The appointment of Obina per se, to me, it is not about competence, but it's about, image laundering and acceptability of the tax law that is Nigerians are now crying that this law is going to destroy the life of the common man. It's not about competence. There are competent people within the APC that can, be appointed into. The government is only trying to say, we are bringing one new person into, just like you mentioned Boala and the rest of them. These people were brought in to be settled and so that they can sing another song. We know the antecedent of this government. You can't convince me because Obina was appointed because he was more competent than any other person. It's just about making the law to be acceptable to the people of
Okay,
Nigeria.
so if it's based on that, the people from North Central did not complain when they brought in Boala. The people from Southwest did not complain when they brought Bosun. Why should the people...
Sorry, let me come in. That's why I said it is common with the Easterner. It is always...
Yes, I've already heard your own.
Yeah,
But I want to hear his own. Why do you think the people of the East are now dragging out the leg of somebody that is from their place?
Now, that is why you can't deny people's identity from them. That is why...
The egalitarian nature.
That is the beauty of democracy, and that is the beauty of the kind of democracy we operate. Is called representative democracy. Igbos are not the one that you say one father vote here, the son must vote here. No, there's a saying Igbo that Igbo Nweze. These are not the people you just join together.
Based on that, I want to ask you a question. Based on that. Don't you think that's why the presidency has eluded the Igbo people?
Well, no. It's out of it.
Because most of the people that fight
it's not completely true. Issue of illusion is a lie, because when Peter Obi was on ticket and Igbos believe he was qualified in 2023, Southeast was a wave. But when you watch out before that, even when Chubokadibo was the vice president, Igbos never really voted. When Umezoke was the vice president to candidate to Buhari, Igbos never really voted. When they believe in something, they are going to get out of. Igbos are the kind of people that they don't really care much about what you're going to. They are still going to do what they're going to do anyway.
Let me come to
even Peter Obi, when Peter Obi was leaving, a lot of people wanted to be governor. People around. He went to bring Obiano. You know where Obiano was at that time?
An Americana.
Where is Obiano today after being governor?
In America.
So you see, there's need to be stability, continuation, people around that people who have been around. Do you understand? So you don't, this utopia of is qualified, other people around see finish are not qualified. It's not completely true. Because I sent Philip to get me that cup, he gives me that cup, doesn't mean because the other person I've not seen for 10 years is more qualified than Philip. You really need to connect people to the vision they know. Otherwise, the result is going to be impaired.
Okay, the wave of Obi is not just only in the eastern region. He won in Plateau, he won in Nasarawa, this is North Central, he won in Edo, South, he won in a Delta, and so many other places that we know that he even won, but of course maybe was denied the final result. His wave was everywhere. Do you think that it's just only the Igbos that voted for him, because the Southeast region has the lowest vote of all the regions?
You just answered the question. When you said he won in Plateau, Nasarawa, Delta, Edo, it shows that it's not only the East that voted for him. So you see, the issue here is not the issue of Peter Obi. The issue here is the issue of whether the appointment of Obina is entirely of that of competency.
No, that's not the only. I disagree with you. That's not the only issue, because they brought in the fact that he worked with Obi.
The political aspect of it.
Exactly.
That's where I'm going.
And the people that criticize it are from the East.
Yes, it's not. They are not criticizing. They are only trying to say themselves, like he has always maintained, that look, we are part of the APC vision, and we ensure that the APC vision comes to power. We are more fit, more positioned to carry out the APC vision in the Nigerian Revenue Services than the person who work against the APC vision, who think there is a better way of taxing Nigeria than be one of the APC. Why should you bring in that person to now run the vision of APC of taxing people when the person had a divergent view of the APC vision? That's what I say. And what do they need to do? Is politics. They need to say that this man had never been part of us. He has been one of those who fought against us. He's an obedient. You know what it means. If you want to gain relevance in Tinubu's government, throw a jab at Peter Obi.
Okay,
you know,
right.
The APC,
I think I will hint on the one you first of all said before, that the Igbos normally criticize themselves in appointment.
Okay, can I just drop something? Why the peculiarity of why those in the South is voicing? You know, Ibokwe told you that sometimes it was difficult to visit his village
because of his
because APC is not popular there.
Yeah.
Just like you understand, this thing is there. So when you are talking about APC before, Forget that now the governors are defecting. You can't go to Southeast and mention APC like that before. So what the supporters are saying is that this decision undermines loyalty within the party, discourages grassroots participation, and sends wrong message to APC supporters who invested time, money, and even risked their safety to help the party in the Southeast.
Well, we are happy for Obinna that has been elected. I'm happy for him, but also sometimes the country comes above party. But
not sometimes, all the time.
All the time.
And the country is for everybody to participate. Not only the opposition, both those, the main party, and everybody.
Okay, we'll be trying to know if the presidency will react to this and state their reason or stop the appointment. We'll bring you the news as it unfolds.